In the heart of Pendang Kedah lies a rice field tended by Rahman, a humble farmer who cares deeply for his family's rice field, a precious legacy from his ancestors. His daughter Farah dreams of transforming their land into a cozy homestay and cafe, a new chapter inspired by her hopes and the memory of their roots. But Rahman fears that parting with the land, even to lease it, might weaken their family bond and change the land's sacredness. Farah longs to seize this change to rebuild her dreams before time runs out, holding on to hope and love for her family's future. But the journey is not simply about land, it's about love, heritage, and the inevitable change life brings. Can they find a harmonious path that honors both the past and the future? Let's find out.
This field, it's more than just soil and rice for me. This is my legacy, my father's legacy, and my grandfather's, and so on. Each grain we harvest tell a story of hard work, of sweat, of feeding generation. When I clear this land, I always remember my ancestors, how they fought to cultivate this sawah, how it have safeguarded our family throughout the year. Now I see my daughter Farah, full of ambition and ideas. Lost a job in Kuala Lumpur, and the world is changing. Yet she dreams of chalets and cafe. I understand the lure of city life, which to call for something different. But can't she see, if I ever turning this land into a tourist spot, it feel like I will ripping out of part of my soul, as this land have fed not just our families, but our neighbors too. It rooted in our culture and our way of life. I feel the day I hand over the title, that it might never return to my hand again. What if a bank takes it away? I can't let our family heritage slip through my finger. I just want to keep feeding people, not understanding them. I know she mean well, but the thought of losing this ancestral trust now at me. My fear has always been my pride. How do I let them go?
Papa, my heart aches for you truly. I see the love you have for this land, and I honor it deeply. But you have to understand, this is not about turning our home into something unrecognizable. It's about survival, about adapting to the changing world. When I lost my job, I thought of the skill I acquired and what I could offer. People are seeking authentic experience, a taste of kampung life. A 6-chalet homestay, a cafe, it could bring in RM 40,000 a year. Imagine the jobs it could create for our youth, those who travel far away to work. I don't want to take this land for you. Just lease it for a while. Keep it ours. The bank could back me up, if only you trust that a lease wouldn't mean losing our heritage. I feel the weight of our dreams pressing on me, and I fear that if we don't act soon, we could lose everything. But in trying to find my own path, I don't want to be the one who stepped on your dreams. I wish we could find a way to honor both our dream, yours of tradition and mine of new beginning. Dad, please, I want to talk again with regard to the chalet project. I already met the bank and they are ready to approve my loan, so we have to make a decision quickly, please.
Farah, how many times do I have to say it? I doesn't agree. This land is not for us to be gambled with. If you make a mistake, we can lose it, you know.
But Dad, I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just want to list it. This is a big opportunity for us. Don't you agree with me?
Whether it's hardship or success, we survive through our own effort, not by risking our ancestral land. The bank doesn't care who you are. If you fail, they will take our land. Who will answer for that?
But Dad, please listen to me.
Yes,
I have planned everything properly. I even calculated the risk, but you never listen to me.
Enough. I don't want to hear anything about this anymore.
Okay, if you say so, we will meet again. Hi Dad. I'm sorry Dad for disturbing you, but I think we should resolve this and find a solution with regard to the chalet project.
If I agree, it means I'm willing to risk losing our land. That's something I will never do, Farah.
So, you think I'm a stupid daughter, an irresponsible daughter? I'm just trying to help you here.
Help, but in the right way, and not putting our family legacy at risk.
If that's how it is, then maybe we should find a solution through mediation. Let's get a neutral third party to help us find a solution. And I will stand firm on my dreams too. But let's try to discuss it properly with the mediator.
Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Muhammad FAHMI bin AZIZI and I will be your mediator for today. First of all, I would like to thank you to both of you for being here and for choosing to resolve this matter through mediation. So, before we begin, I would like to acknowledge your willingness to engage in this process. Mediation is a voluntary, collaborative method of resolving dispute, and your presence here shows your openness to finding a constructive resolution. I will do my best as the mediator for today to create a safe, respectful, and also neutral environment for both parties to be heard. Before we begin, may I know how should I address both of you?
You can call me Mr. Rahman.
How about you?
And you can call me Mrs. Farah.
Ms. Farah. Okay, thank you. Let's begin by briefly explaining what mediation is and what my role will be. Okay, mediation is confidential, voluntary, and neutral process. Confidentiality means that what is said during the process stay within this room, and it cannot be used later in court or disclosed to anyone outside this process without consent. This allows for honest and open communication between us. While voluntariness means that neither of you are forced to be here, so at any time you are free to end the process if you feel it's no longer working for you. And thirdly, my role as the mediator is that of a neutral third party. And I am not here to take side, give legal advice, or make decision for you. My role is to facilitate productive conversation, help identify the issues, and guide both of you towards a mutual agreement. Okay, now just to ensure the process runs smoothly, I would like to address some few ground rules. First, respectful communication. Please allow each other to speak without interruption. Second, no shouting, blaming, or using disrespectful language. Third, one person speak at a time, and all comments should be directed to me as the mediator for today. Phone on silence, and also everything discussed here remains confidential, as I mentioned earlier. So, do you both agree with these ground rules?
Yes.
Okay, good. Here, how the process will work today. First, each of you will have uninterrupted time to share your perspective on the issues. Second, after that, I will help to summarize the key concerns and identify areas of agreement or disagreement. We will then move into a joint discussion to explore possible solution. And if necessary, I may have a private session with each of you. And these are also confidential and mean to help to clarify issues or explore options. And lastly, if both of you has reached an agreement, then we will summarize the term and I can help in drafting a written agreement. So please remember, the goals here is not to win, but to find a solution that works for both parties. So before we begin, I just need to confirm that both of you have the authority to make a decision and enter into agreement for today. So, Mr. Rahman, do you have the authority to resolve this matter on behalf of you?
I have the authority to resolve the matter.
Okay, Ms. Farah, do you have the same authority to make a binding decision?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. Okay, with that confirmed, we can now proceed to hear from both parties. Let's begin with opening statement. So I open for one of you to start sharing your thoughts.
Thank you. I have been farming this land for my whole life. It's more than just a rice field. It's our family legacy, passed down from my great-grandfather. It feeds not just us, but also our neighbors too. I get around 4,500 ringgit per year from it. Plus, it help from the government for the fertilizer. Because of that, we never gone hungry. Alhamdulillah. I understand Para want to build chalet and cafe. I'm not against the success, but I can risk losing the land. I won't mortgage it or give power to anyone to do that. What happens if she can't do the land? I will die knowing I give away our family. Tanah pusaka. That's not something I can accept.
Thank you, Mr. Rahman. From what I hear, the land holds deep personal, cultural, and economic meaning for you. It's not just an income, but it's your identity and your link to past generation. Your concern is not about Farah ambition, but about protecting the land from risk. You are particularly worried about losing control through a mortgage or power of attorney. How about you, Miss Farah? May I know your concern?
Thank you, Mr. Alif. As I love this land too, since it's my home, and after I lost my job in the hotel industry, I saw a chance to bring kampung tourism here, and people in the city want peaceful escape, and I designed a small chalet, plan and cafe that fit with the natural setting. I even got a bank interested, and they offer me 150,000 if I can get 50-year lease and start construction by July. And I don't want to take the land. I'm not asking to own it or sell it. I just need a lease to get the loan. But the bank's lawyer insists my dad since a power of attorney, so they can register the lease and process the loan. I know it's scary, but I don't want to lose this chance. It can bring jobs to the kampung also.
Thank you, Ms. Farah. You also deeply value the land, and your goal is to build a sustainable business that benefits the village. Without selling or taking ownership, you need a lease to secure funding, and you are constrained by light deadlines. The power of attorney is a striking point not because you want control, but because the bank requires it to process the lease legally. Okay, so from both stories, I can already see shared values. Both of you care about the land and want to protect its legacy. Mr. Rahman, you wish to preserve its role and in feeding and sustaining the community, while you, Ms. Farah, you want to keep that tradition but expand the land purpose to include new opportunities. Neither of you want to sell or permanently give up the land. So you, Mr. Rahman, you concerned about losing the land, while you, Miss Farah, concerned about missing a rare chance. So we are not dealing with a conflict of value, but a question on how to balance tradition and development safely. Okay, to help move forward, let's define a clear agenda together. Based on what you have shared, here are three possible issues of discussion. First, can the land be used for both rice farming and chalet? And second, what are the exact legal requirements and risks involved in the lease and power of attorney? And thirdly, how can we safeguard the land from being lost in case of business failure? Do this reflect the issue you would like to address today?
Yes, that's right.
I agree.
Which of these issues do you both feel we should tackle first?
I wish to keep the land safe. That is the most important thing to me.
Same here. If we solve that, the rest is easier.
Okay, great. Let's begin with the land protection issue. Mr. Rahman, would you be willing to consider a lease if there was a legal contract that returned the land automatically if the business failed or Farah defaults?
If it watertight and doesn't involve putting the land under charge, maybe. But I doesn't trust the legal language as I doesn't understand it.
Oh, understood. What if the power of attorney is strictly limited? Only used to register the lease with a clear expiration date and cannot be used to charge the land.
That will be better.
So, Ms. Farah, will that work for your bank? Could you ask them to adjust the power of attorney to those limits?
I tried. I think if the list is strong and registered, they might accept it without a full charge.
Okay, and how about partial use of the land? Can a land survey be done to determine where chalet can be built without affecting the rice plots?
Yes, I'm happy to start with that. We can leave parts of the land for farming, especially for the planting season.
Thank you both for your openness for today. At this point in the session, I would like to move into a private caucus. So, private caucus is standard part of process where I speak with each of you individually. So, this allows for more personal sharing, and also nothing discussed will be repeated without your permission. Ms. Farah, if you don't mind, I will speak to Mr. Rahman first. Then I will come back to you shortly.
Sure, no problem.
Let me assist you out.
Thank you, Mr. Alif.
Okay, Mr. Rahman, thank you for continuing this conversation with me privately. So everything here is confidential. Is there anything more you want to express that hasn't come up yet?
I just don't want to be fooled. As legal word confuse me. If Farah business fail, I just don't want a bank knocking on my door and lose my land.
Understood. What if an independent lawyer explained everything and the power of attorney had a clear limit, not even allowing a bank loan against the land?
Then I will consider if I still the landowner and nothing get mortgage, I might support her.
Would you like me to share that general openness with Farah?
Yes, but I don't say that I have agreed yet.
Ms. Farah, thank you for waiting. Anything you share here is confidential unless you give her permission. I want to check in how you are feeling.
In pressure, the bank timeline is tight, but I don't want to hurt my father or push him into something scary.
Oh, he's actually open to the idea. As long as the power of attorney is very limited and doesn't allow any risk to the land.
That's a great news. I can talk to the bank and I ask if a limited power of attorney and a detailed list are enough, and I propose a joint land use plan with him later.
Would you like me to share that intention with Mr. Rahman?
Yes, please do.
Welcome back, Mr. Rahman and Ms. Farah. We have made a significant progress today. I would like to take a moment to summarize the key points we have agreed on and the next step moving forward. Then we can make sure both of you are on the same page and are comfortable with everything discussed. So here are the agreed next steps. First, land survey. Farah will commission a land survey to identify areas that can be used for the chalet without affecting the rice field. Second, 15 years lease. A 15 years lease will be drafted with a reversion clause stating the land will automatically return to Mr. Rahman if the business fails. Third, power of attorney. The power of attorney will be limited strictly to lease registration, meaning that with a clear expiry date and no authority to mortgage or charge the land. And for legal review, Mr. Rahman may consult a lawyer or a respected community member to review the document before signing. And lastly, phase construction. Farah will ask the bank if it is possible to start construction in phase, allowing for rice planting to continue this season without interruption.
Thank you, Mr. Alif. This feels more balanced now. I appreciate the willingness to protect the land and make sure it is safe.
I'm grateful we talked through it. I feel hopeful that we can move forward in a way that respects Dad's legacy and still give me the opportunity to create something positive for the village.
Thank you to both of you. I will prepare the agreement draft for you guys shortly. Then you can review it before making any final decision. I encourage both of you to continue the spirit of open communication and work together. I believe this is a good foundation for the future, and I wish you all the best in the journey ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you.